So thankfully, dilations and scale factor are deceptively easy. It just means multiplication. And those words are going to be interchangeable for us. So we have this triangle with those given coordinates, and we're always going to have a center of 0, 0. That's going to make everything easy for us. And the scale factor is 4. So what are the coordinates of point S with a little apostrophe? It means like S prime. That means what's the outcome of S when it's the new point. So we just take the point of S, which is 8 comma 4, and we multiply each of those by 1/4. So 8 times 1/4, and this is the only time I'm going to write this all out. So it's just 8 times 1/4, comma 4 times 1/4, and 8 times 1/4 is 2, and 4 times 1/4 is 1, and that's our answer. That's all you have to do for them, and they're all that straightforward and kind of easy. So find the image of point B. Here's the given point with a scale factor of 1/5. So we're going to multiply both of those fractions by 1/5. And just as a reminder to do fractions, we're going to go straight across. So for the 3/2 times 1/5, 3 times 1 is 3, 2 times 5 is 10. So we have 3/10 for the x value. And for the y value, -7 times 1 is -7. And 4 times 5 is 20. So that would be our new coordinate point. For the top right, with the graphing question, find the vertices of this image after the dilation of a scale factor of 1/3. So you take each of these values. First, I'm going to list what they are on them. So let's point R. Let's switch colors and go with a green, so it shows up a little bit better. That R would have original coordinates of -2 comma 1. I'm sorry, -2 comma -1. And I'm going to list what they are for each of them. So I listed what they are for each of them. So we're going to multiply each number you see in there by 1/3. So my t prime, which was 3 comma 1, I'm going to multiply each of those by 1/3, and we end up with 1 comma 1/3. My w, multiply each of those by 1/3. So my w prime would be 1 comma 5/3. To make sure you put these in parentheses. My r, which is down here, -2 comma -1, multiply both of those by 1/3, and we end up with -2/3 comma -1/3. And for my q, which is up here, multiply that by 1/3, and we end up with a q prime. I'll see if I can fit that down here, which will be -1 comma 4/3. And for this last one, it says, hey, we've got this dilation. It goes from triangle QRS onto triangle QRS. They're all prime there. We've got to find the missing values with this little table right here. A lot easier than it may look. Say, hey, we're going from QR to QR prime there. What do we multiply to go from 4 to 24? What do we multiply to go from 4 to 24? Well, 24 divided by 4 is 6. So we're going to multiply each of those numbers there by 6 to get the new one. So 5 times 6 is 30. And then 2 times 6 is 12. And I want to point out for this type of question right here, you may see something like this notation where you got this D and you got like a little number there. It could be a fraction or an integer. And then you're going to have the letter that wants you to do it to the point. That's just the same thing as saying, hey, the dilation of a scale factor of 1/5 for point B, so don't be thrown off by the terminology in case you see it. If you have any questions, please ask your math teacher.